Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update for Save Club and then take a quick look at the compensation plan. We'll break down, the different ways we can earn because there's a couple different ways you could earn with this comp plan. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. This is probably, not probably, this is shaping up to be the hottest launch of 2025. There are some big network marketers, some big affiliate marketers, some big content creators that are getting behind this. And in fact, the last 4 days alone, they put in 5,600 people plus into the program. So yeah, very, very powerful. When I say it's gone viral, that's probably an understatement. So if you want to check this out, I'll leave a link down below. You can create a free position, enter the power line, and then activate your spot as soon as possible, preferably before the next cutoff or the first cutoff rather, which is May 2nd. That way you can get positioned inside of the matrix. If you know anything about how matrices work, you want to get positioned as high on top as you possibly can as this thing, proceeds to grow. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you're going to get into any online business or any online program, or offline program for that matter, do your own research and due diligence, so you know exactly what you're getting into. Okay, I make no income claims. There's no guarantees. Matter of fact, with any business, your income is going to be directly related to your efforts, and of course, results will vary. So that being said, quick update, and I already mentioned it before, the first cutoff was supposed to be yesterday because they just launched the program and it hasn't even been running for a week. They decided to push back that first cutoff and make the first cutoff May 2nd, which is next Friday, or this upcoming Friday rather. And that's good news because nobody was taken out of the matrix. Typically, when there's a cutoff, people are taken out of the power line, or maybe they're taken out of the matrix and they don't have an opportunity to get in unless they activate or upgrade their spot. People have an extra week to kind of mull it over and kick the tires, I guess, and decide to jump in. But yeah, the first cutoff is going to be May 2nd. By the way, you can see here all commissions will be paid during the pre-launch, starting with their first pay run on Friday, May 2nd. So let's take a quick look at this. Okay, it says here not only does Save Club help you save money on things you're already doing, like travel, shopping, entertainment, and dining, but it will also give you the opportunity to earn income in multiple ways with the most powerful and rewarding comp plan in the industry. So again, the big selling point, other than the fact that it's brand new and there's a matrix that is just starting to build, you can get in at the very beginning. A big selling point, at least for me, was that this was an easy conversation, right? It was a no-brainer. When I first took a look at this, I said, "Yeah, this makes sense, right?" And if it's something that I can look at and easily and quickly say, "This makes sense," then I know that other people are going to do that too. Because who doesn't want to save money nowadays, right? Inflation is at an all-time high. There's rising costs, right? People want to save money, and if you're going to spend money anyway, why not put yourself in a position to save money on things you're already doing, right? So again, as far as the service goes, it's a no-brainer, right? Let's take a look at the comp plan. It says here 5 ways to get paid with Save Club. Um, the first way that they talk about here is generational coded fast start commissions. For every person you refer who becomes a Save Club member, an affiliate for $79.97, you'll earn a $20 commission paid out the very next week. Now, again, make sure when you go to your back office that you set up your preferred method of receiving payouts. If you want to get direct deposits to your bank account, you can choose that. If you want to get paid in crypto, you can do that as well. But again, for every person you refer who becomes a Save Club member and affiliate, you'll earn a $20 commission paid out the very next week. Plus, as you advance in rank, you'll get paid even more on anyone you personally enroll. Plus, earn coded generational fast start overrides as your team duplicates, allowing you to earn up to 40% from your personally enrolled members and up to 15%, just $12, on everyone in your entire team on their initial order. So here's the breakdown right here. Again, 25% right across the board. But then as you move through 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, et cetera, start earning on your first level, right? Your first generation, right? And then you open up other generations. So again, the key here, big takeaway, because you want to get to 1 star as quickly as you can, right? And we'll break down how do you do that, how do you get to each one of these ranks. But right out the gate, to get to 1 star, you just need to get your first two people, right? For your first two people, they activate their spot, you are a 1 star. Okay. So again, you're increasing your payouts. So generational coded fast starts are based on generation of rank in your enroller tree. Each rank also counts as a generation of each lower rank. That means a 3-star affiliate, for example, will also count as a generation of 1 star and 2 star. So as a 2 star, for example, even if you personally enroll someone who builds faster than you and becomes a 3 star before you, you still earn the 4% on your second generation 2 star override on everyone he or she personally enrolls. And you will earn up to 7% when affiliates in other enroller tree legs of your organization enroll new members. So yeah, the key here is you want to, move through these ranks as fast as you can. Again, we'll break down how to get to 2 star, 3 star, 4 star a little bit later on in the video. But initially, to get to 1 star, which is your first rank, pretty simple. Refer two people who activate their spot. Okay, how do you do that? Share your link. Okay, your affiliate link in your back office, grab it and share it out to your network. Okay, you don't know who's going to join. You don't know who's going to get involved. You want to encourage people to take the free tour and then let the video, help, have the video explain to them how the program works, right? Let them come in, let them see what the power line looks like, let them see what the comp line looks like. If you share your link with enough people and enough people take the tour, there's going to be a percentage of those people that will activate your spot. Now, you don't know who's going to activate their spot, so you want to share your link with everybody, right? Anyway, let's go back to this. So again, this method allows you to earn unlimited levels deep as new members and affiliates join your team. Fast start commissions are paid out each Friday on the first month's 1997 membership and on the $60 affiliate sign-up fee. That means for anyone who enrolls as a member and affiliate, you'll earn between $20 and $32 on each person you personally enroll, depending on your rank. Okay. So here's an example. If you are a 4-star affiliate, for example, and you personally enroll a new member affiliate, you would earn 25% personally enrolled fast start commission plus 5% first generation 1-star commission plus the 4% first generation 2-star commission plus the 3% first generation 3-star commission plus the 2% first generation 4-star commission for a total of 39%, right? Because you're just essentially adding that up, right? You're adding all this up. If you're the one you personally enrolled them and you're a higher rank, of course, you're a 4-star in this example. So you'll make $31 or $31.20 on that person's enrollment on that when that person first comes in, right? So that's pretty high, right? That's pretty when you look at the percentage wise, that's 39% upfront that you'll make. The cool thing about this, it's volume based, right? Because it's so easy to join. And again, someone making a $79 decision is not really that big of a deal. You'll have masses of people joining. So again, for all the people you have joining, if you're at a 4-star in this example, you're making $31.20 every time, right? Boom, 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 as people are coming in. So again, it'll start to build up. Now again, this is not the bulk of this is not like the what's the word I'm looking for? This is not the meat and potatoes of the comp plan. This is just the initial, weekly pay, right? I believe the big portion of this comp plan is between the matrix and the matching bonuses. Those two things, that's really going to be the meat and potatoes of this comp plan, right? And again, all we got to do is look at what Live Good has done. Live Good put in 1 million members in their first 12 months, just cranking, right? And a lot of people made money over there. There's still a lot of people that are making money over there. And for a lot of the big leaders who are making big bucks over there, it's because of the matrix and the matching bonus, right? And again, I don't like mentioning other platforms or other companies when I'm talking about a specific company like this, but we have to mention it because it's kind of, use it as a reference because it's the same model, right? We're using the same model, except this is digital service instead of a physical product, which means we can pay out more, right? So imagine what they did, but we're able to pay out more, right? Think about that. So when we talk about the matrix, since we're on the topic anyways, so when you lock in your position in Save Club, you're placed in our fast filling 2x16 matrix. Now you can't lock in your position unless you upgrade, right? If you're a free member, right, you have to upgrade right? And you can upgrade right in your back office. And what'll happen is you'll be placed in the matrix. Now, nobody has been placed in the matrix just yet because we haven't had a cutoff yet. So not until May 2nd, when they do the first cutoff, then the matrix will populate and you're gonna see where you're at with the matrix. So again, some of you guys are asking, well, how do I see where I'm at? You can't see that just yet. The company just started, right? We haven't had our first cutoff yet. But all of this is to say, when you lock in your position, you'll be placed in the matrix, and then every new member and affiliate is placed in the highest available position in the matrix following their enroller. That means the sooner you join, and by join they mean upgrade and activate your spot, the higher your position will be. Now, if you don't upgrade, right, then people who are upgrading, even if they came in after you, they're just going to jump you ahead of the line and they'll have a higher position in the matrix than you because you didn't upgrade and they did. So again, I want to encourage you to upgrade your spot. Again, $79 is not that big of a deal. Some of you guys, order Uber Eats and spend more than $79, right? Here we're talking about a business that can pay you 4 to 5 figures per month residually, right? If you're a big builder, it potentially pay you more than that. Of course, not making any income claims, but we're talking about a serious opportunity here. And some of you guys are hemming and hawing because it's $79, right? And then $19 and change per month. Like, just get in. When I first saw this, right, a buddy of mine sent this to me, and I'll be honest, I was kind of busy. I was running around. I was taking care of a couple of things, and he sent me a message on Facebook saying, "Hey, did you take a look at that thing?" I saw that it was a matrix. I said, "Look, it's a matrix. Let me get in. Let me activate my position. I'll take a look at it later." Because I know with a matrix, you got to get positioned as high as you can. So I knew that I can just get in and then come back to it and take a look at it later. Because at the end of the day, it was $79 and then $19 a month. Not that big of a deal, right? Not that big of a deal. So some of you guys are like doing your research and thinking about this, and you're taking, so long to think about this. It's a $19 a month decision, right? Just get in, look at it later if you have to. Anyway, this is the breakdown of the matrix. Again, as you move through the different ranks, you can see here you'll open up, right, some of the different levels. But initially, even if you're unranked, you have, what is that, 12 levels of the matrix you can get paid on. As soon as you hit the first rank, you open up your 13th level, right? When you hit the next rank, you open up the 14th level. You hit the next rank, you open up the 15th level. When you hit 5-star, you open up 16 levels. And then here's the dollars, what it looks like, right? If everybody's just paying their $19 and change a month membership, and you have this matrix that's filling out, this 2x16 matrix, as a unranked person, which means there's no qualification, right? You don't even have to refer anyone. You'll have 12 levels on the matrix you can get paid on. That's $4,000 a month residually, potentially. So I'm not saying this is going to happen, right? But imagine you come in, it's super early, people above you are building, this thing grows out, and your matrix starts to fill out. Let's say without you even personally bringing anyone in, if there's volume coming up underneath you, and you have 12 levels of your matrix filled out, you're making $4,000 a month. You haven't even recruited anybody. You haven't even referred anybody. That's what we mean when we say, look, you can make money residually here, even if without referring anyone. Now, if you refer 2 people, you open up your 13th level because you become a 1-star. And look at this, you double your monthly residual income potential, right? If your 13 levels of your matrix is filled out, you're making $8,000 a month. So on the first level, on the first rank, right, which is 1-star, that's almost $100,000 a year in residual income, assuming your matrix is filled out, right? When you hit 2-star, you open up the 14th level, right? Like I said before, 2.5% on your 14th level. Look at this. You double again, right? From 8,000 to 16,000, you're doubling again your income potential monthly residual, right? Here you hit 4-star, right? You open up your 15th level, doubles again from 16,000 to 32,000 a month in residual income potential. And then ultimately at 5-star, you open up your 16th level, 32,000 potential now becomes $65,000 a month potential residual income. And again, this matrix fills out not only on what you're doing, but what people below you are doing, what people above you are doing, right? It's a forced 2 by 16 matrix, right? This is what happened with Live Good. They put in 1 million members in their first 12 months. You think the people who got in early were happy? They were positioned, right? They were very happy, right? We have the opportunity here to be at the very beginning of this movement. So, since your all percentages are based on the monthly 1997 membership fee, commissions for members who sign up for a yearly membership are paid out over 12 months at 1997 per month. Because again, they give you the option to pay this membership fee monthly or pay it up front for the year. And then here you have the matching bonuses. Because again, the matrix is one thing. Here's the matching bonuses. Okay. It says here on top of what you earn in the matrix, Save Club pays you a percentage what your team earns up to 5 generations deep. You will match the entire matrix commissions of everyone you personally enroll in Save Club between 20 and 57% as you advance in rank, and up to 35%, or excuse me, 37% on everyone else in your enroller tree organization that were enrolled by other team members. So if let's say you bring in me, right? Let's say you bring in me, I'm on your first level, you personally enrolled me, you're going to make 20 to 57% match on my matrix income, on what I'm making on that force matrix. You're going to make 20 to 57%. Now, again, you can have more than me, right? You can, let's say you brought in 10 people. Well, on your person enrolled, you'll make 20 to 57% match, right? Very, very powerful. So it says here, like our coded generational fast start commissions, generational matching bonuses are also paid based on rank members in your organization. Generational matching bonuses are paid on the matrix commissions of people in your enroller tree organization. That means regardless of where people fall in your matrix, you will match their matrix commissions based on where they are in your enroller tree. While you will be paid on everyone under you in your matrix, you will only earn matching bonuses for people in your enroller tree. Okay. And this is the breakdown. So imagine as a 5-star, you're making 20% on your person enrolled match, 5% on your first generation match, 4% on your second generation, 3% on your third generation, 2% on your fourth generation, 1% on your fifth generations, right? So again, this thing can get crazy. The matching bonus is really, a big money maker when it comes to this type of comp plan. Again, if this is going over your head, don't worry about it. Activate your spot, share your link, keep it simple, right? You'll figure this out later. Let's see here. Here's a yearly VIP membership bonus. When you choose to enroll at our yearly VIP membership level, which is $299, and in other words, you're paying for the entire year. You will earn up to an additional $10 on all members in your enroller tree organization who do the same. So again, they have a little bit of a VIP membership bonus, right? And then here's the monthly leadership bonus pool. Save Club sets aside a full 4% of total revenue that comes in every single month. That includes new affiliate sign-up fees, along with both monthly and yearly memberships. Once you achieve 2-star or above and enroll just one new member for the month, you'll share in the bonus pool for that rank. And then here's the bonus pool, right? So this is based on the total revenue every single month. Okay. Again, you don't have to understand all of this right out the gate. Just get in, activate your spot, share your link, and get to 1-star, which is referring to people ASAP. Let me just click this right here to show you how to get to these ranks. Pretty simple. 1-star, as I mentioned before, you have to have two personally enrolled active members. 2-star is you have 20 active members in your enroller tree in your team, with no more than 6 coming from any individual leg, right? So this is 20 total. So this one is 2 personally. This is 20 total, right? Active members. This is your entire team. You don't have to get those 20. Now, if you want to, you can, but it's 20 in your entire team, right? 3-star is when you have 100 active members in your entire team, right? In your enroller tree organization, with no more than 30 coming from an individual leg, right? So this is a total of 100 active members. You're 3-star. Again, remember, as I showed you before, as you move through these ranks, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, you open up different levels of the matrix. Again, your residual income potential monthly just doubles and doubles and doubles. 4-star, you must have 500 active members. And then 5 stars, you must have 2,500 active members in your enrollment tree with no more than 750 coming from an individual leg. Okay. Um, so again, that's how you would move through that. Now, some of you guys are looking at it like, man, that's a lot. The 2,500 is a lot of active members. Yeah, last time I checked, over 60,000 a month is a lot of money, right? But the way you got to look at this, if you're a strategic builder, is you're not trying to get all of these 2,500, right? What you're doing is you're looking to help a few people get to 1 star. A few people had to help, you help a few people get to 2-star. You help a couple people get to 3-star. You know what I'm saying, right? You help other people move through the ranks. You move through the ranks. So, for example, here, instead of looking at this like, okay, how do I get 2,500 people? Hey, look at this. If you have 4 stars, that's 2,500 people, right? Because a 4-star has 500 people. So how do I get or how do I get five 4 stars? That's what you should be thinking, right? Um, right? That's just a simple way to break it down. To show you that you don't have to look for all of these people yourself. You help a few who get a few who get a few. That's how you would grow this thing. So just wanted to touch on, the compensation plan. Again, we'll talk more about this. You don't have to understand all of this right out the gate. Just wanted to show you this to let you know that there is a very, very robust income opportunity here, and there are going to be people that are going to make crazy money with this thing. And again, it's a simple conversation to have. It's a very, it makes sense, right? You make money, you save money, you help people make money by helping them save money. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to make money and who doesn't want to save money, right? This is a no-brainer. Okay. Check out the link below. Get into the power line, right? Activate your spot before the next cutoff. Get your first 2 people, right, by sharing your link, and let's get rocking and rolling. Okay. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.